Like the frost on a rose, winter comes for us all, and how nature acquaints us through the nature of patience. Like a seed in the snow, I've been buried to grow. Your promise is loyal, and from seed to sequoia. And I know, though the winter is long, even richer the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me. Like a seed, I believe that my season will come. Lord, I think of your love like the low winter sun. As I gaze, I am blinded in the light of your brightness. Like a fire to the snow, I'm renewed in your warmth, and melt the ice of this wild soul till the barren is beautiful. And I know, though the winter is long, even richer and the harvest it brings. No more waiting prolongs, even greater your harvest for me. Like a seed, I believe that my season will come. And I can see the promise, I can see the future. You're the God of seasons, and I'm just in the winter. If all I know of harvest is that it's worth my patience, if you're not done working, God, I'm not done waiting. And you can see my promise even in the winter. You're the God of greatness, even in a manger. For all I know of seasons is that you take your time. You could have saved us in a second, instead you sent a child. Though my winter is long, even richer than the harvest it brings. Though my waiting prolongs, even greater your promise for me. Like a seed, I believe that my season will come. And when I finally see my tree, I believe there's a season to come. Like a seed you were sown for the sake of us all, and from Bethlehem's soil, and grew seed to sequoia. Oh.
That I think 2020 has felt like a season of winter for many people. But God is worth our patience. And I love that last line there, from Bethlehem seed to Calvary sequoia. We can't see Christ here at this time without seeing the cross. And what a beautiful thing God has done for us. This week in Advent, we celebrate love. And so we'll tell you a little bit more about that when we light the Advent candle. But first, I'd like to welcome you here this morning. If this is your first, second, or third time with us, we would love to connect with you. And you can do that online at darbycreeknaz.org. And it'll have a little thing that says virtual connection card. And so you can just click on that, give us your information. We'd love to have that. It's not to harass you, but it is to let you know different things that are going on, reminders of special services like our upcoming Christmas Eve service. So we'd love to be able to connect with you. And so welcome everyone, whether you're new or not, welcome here in the sanctuary and online. Thank you so much for joining with us, and Merry Christmas. Yeah, I see a lot of people dressed up in their festive clothes. All right, I love it. So it's wonderful to see you. For the month of December, the COVID numbers, if you paid attention at all, they're continuing to climb. And so we're going to keep our current service schedule. Next Sunday for our on-site worship will be cohorts with the last name E through J and S through Z. And when we're in the building, we do ask that you continue to practice the social distancing, using our hand sanitizer when necessary, and also please keep a face covering, a face mask on while you're here with us in the building. Most discipleship groups are not meeting this week or next week due to the holidays, but please check with your group leader just to make sure if your particular group will be meeting in the next couple of weeks. So our Christmas Eve service is at 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve. It will be on our Facebook page, possibly also on our website, so you can just watch along at 5 p.m. We'll take communion together, so just make sure you've got that bread and juice on hand. And if you have an Advent wreath in your home, we invite you to light the candles with us as we do the Advent wreath here in the service. We will also send an email at the beginning of this coming week for the full details. December is a month when we at Darbycreek Church of the Nazarene and Nazarenes all over the world give to Compassionate Ministries. This year they have a feature project that will highlight through the holiday season. The project will be giving specifically to this December is the Empowering Women with Dignity project, which helps women in Liberia learn job skills to improve their economic conditions. The past 2 weeks, we have shared the inequalities that women in Liberia face and have shared stories of hope from participants in the Empowering Women with Dignity project. I don't know, yeah, we've got a picture here. And so this is Catherine, and she said, this is a quote from her, "After my class, I want to open a restaurant to cook nice food, decent food, for people to come and eat." Catherine graduated from a catering course through the Empowering Women with Dignity project early in 2020. Before the class, she was already selling food dishes that she cooked herself, but she wasn't earning enough to alleviate the burden of poverty for herself and her children, ages 19, 17, and 6. People from the church saw her and they invited her to the class. The catering classes cover the basics of creating good, low-cost food that will sell well. Women learn how to use the supplies they have on hand, including water bottles and simple cooking tools. That way, there is a lower overhead cost and more take-home pay. The churches also offer a variety of additional workshops covering a range of business-related skills. Catherine is excited. Each of these things will help her to earn more, she says. The classes also offer a strong community of encouragement and friendship. In a country where women feel less valued than men, the dignity-affirming community can be life-changing. And it really is life-altering for these women that don't have the ability to provide for themselves and their families. Catherine says, I want my friends to come so they can see for themselves because I see it's helping my children and myself. So I want them to come. All women come and learn something for themselves. So there's 2 ways to give to this project. You can add an offering to your regular contributions to the church. Please be sure to label it NCM offering, either on your check or as you give it online. Or you can learn more about the project and give directly to Nazarene Compassionate Ministries on their website at www.ncm.com. I think that's a beautiful ministry to give to. The church helping people, raising them up. Isn't that what we're called to do? To raise these people up and to help them, not just spiritually, but also in practical ways. So I love that. I think that's a wonderful ministry. Would you stand with me for the reading of God's word?